That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing. Oh! Oh. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to. Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit. But your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
A sense of adventure? I like to think that I'm not afraid of anything.
Oh, but you're brave at heart. Exceptionally daring. undaunted by the unknown, willing to forge ahead alone when you must. Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor. Better be Gryffindor!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. This should be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted.
You were a Gryffindor?
I am a Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password?
The password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room. Revelio. Which way is the common room? Revelio.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Revelio.
that poor man from the ministry. Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
I would really like someone to try it. I would really like someone to try it. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Does having your aunt here make things difficult?
More than you'd think. Most people assume I can't get into trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there. Based on some reactions, it may need a bit more work.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Revelio.
Don't fall off this time, Nellie. I don't want to get in trouble the first day.
Nellie would do anything for attention.
Let Professor Weasley.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof, but with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking...
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common...
You never know.
should... I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
A little more practice ought to do it.
I practiced all summer. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. What's so difficult about this one? I'm just going to keep at it.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
I can't believe that.
Revelio.
And have you seen how these professors have been okay?
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up! Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it and...
Revelio. Revelio.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Revelio.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both charms, and I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes. All. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever...
Can you tell me more about the defense against...
Defense against the dark arts, as the name implies. A mastery of defense against the dark arts. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students.
You mentioned Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in June.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor...
He did, Professor.
My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some...
Exploring ruins? Well... Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new...
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the pub.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the...
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our path... Did I hear you and Professor...
She caught me off guard. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being...
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute... We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more, and she may feel obliged to share details with the head monk.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability... Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled... Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we include? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead. What with classes and a trip to Hogs. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an I shall reach out when I have more information. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Awful when they ask you a question now, isn't it? I'll just lie. That young'un's now a teacher herself.
Revelio.
She's not gobbled up by her own fate.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember? Levioso. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso! You're good.
Protego. Those things.
Rather good at this, aren't you?
I know. This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
How's the view?
Levioso!
And hold students for this event.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is...
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Again, well done today. All right, that's enough.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Revelio. Nice work.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for us.
Exclusive and unsanctioned.
Excellent. Knew I was right about. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, whether it's joining a secret dueling club, you just have to be clever.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if you're... Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio. Revelio.
I'm in there. I just know it.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little... Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks if I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame...
Are there any other empty paintings like...
Yes, a few. This entire... If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been...
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind.
If I have the time, I may look.
I've been racking my brain. Do come and find me if you stumble on
Revelio.
something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
I try to imagine a great
This looks like the location from the painting. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. The moth stopped. Perhaps I need to keep casting Lumos on it. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
What was that for?
Puffskein once, in the corner of the common room.
Revelio. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos.
All very logical, I suppose. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. Well, I'm glad someone figured. The moth!
Revelio.
I've seen that.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Professor Ronan.
Revelio.
We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish. Splendid! Not to worry. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. That's it! Stay focused. Very good. Don't lose your composure. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
What's this? There we go.
Happens to the best of us.
Be sharp. Phew. Do not be discouraged. Let us see this. That is how it's done. I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
What's this? There we go. Here we go. Concentrate, Natsai. Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind. Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Stay focused. Very good, both of you. Well done.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
A tight game. It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here.
This may seem an odd question, but it...
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived.
You can cast spells.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. I must admit, however, that I am...
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a... I remember the first time I saw it, and then it just materialized before me.
Is Wagadu much bigger than...
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the... But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming.
It's nice to learn about another wizard.
Thank you for asking. I think Professor Ronan wants to... Until next time.
Of course, you can use
if you would.
humans, if you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charm.
Well, an outdoor competition.
What charm is there in the... And what a close match between...
Thank you, Professor.
Miss Onai is always a... Now, Professor Weasley, expect to hear from me soon regarding...
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. Hope your first day's going well.
I've been fortunate.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust... Well, better see to my charms homework.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Oh, not again! Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there. Accio! Levioso!
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not...
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you.
How does Crosswand...
You show up, I match you with other duelists. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist. And, to liven things up, the...
Of course. Duel...
I agree. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along. So, Kev...
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Lumos. Leviosa.
That looks painful. Care to try another round?
Yes. Don't count me out yet.
Brilliant!
Lumos. Leviosa.
That's all you've got.
That looks painful. Care to try another round?
Yes. Don't count me out yet.
Brilliant!
Lumos. Leviosa. Protego. Leviosa. Stupefy.
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up.
Brilliant. Count me.
I shall. Again, congratulations on your first... Hope to see you back here again.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Now, no! No, you get your one.
Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Revelio. Levioso. Lumos. Accio. Revelio. Lumos.
In trouble, are we? Been up to no good?
Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor.
A spellcraft is a I shall explain more about them when you...
Can you tell me more about the...
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a what? Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young... He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's under...
Rookwood?
Hurrah. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend... No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work...
Ah, there you are.
Revelio. You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Fixes things right up, makes a broken object...
It seems as if that might...
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only... A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well. But first, I have arranged some for today. See them through...
Why must I first complete tasks to learn repair?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand such experience is invaluable.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Revelio! Levioso! Revelio! Levioso! Flying page must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Accio. Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary task.
I complete.
Marvelous. You clearly know your... Let us give the old mending charm. Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and...
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover was accurate and lashed out.
Revelio.